With this first sum here, I need to get this decimal point from there down to the end there. If it's at the end after the 4, then that will become the whole number 24. So let's see how many times I have to move that decimal point to get it there. It starts off here. If I move it one place, it's between the 2 and the 4. If I move it another place, it'll be at the end of the 4. And so then that will look like this: 0, 2, 4. The decimal point at the end. Now, moving along to this one here, I can see that I only need to move it one place, there, and then I've got 12 with a decimal point at the end. Now, this here reads as that at the 0 at the front's doing nothing. We don't need the decimal point at the end, so that becomes 24. And the same is true over here. We don't need the decimal point at the end. We've got 24 times 12. So this sum here is the same as 24 multiplied by 12, but I've moved the decimal point 1, 2, 3 places in total. So I'm going to write that down. I'm going to put a circle around it, and I'm going to keep that for later on. Now, having a look at this next sum here, we can see that there's only one decimal number here. That's okay. All it means is I've only got to move the decimal point in one number, and I'll have two whole numbers. So taking the decimal point from this position here, I move it 1, 2 places to make that 145 with the decimal point at the end. And that's multiplied by 3, which I don't need to do anything to because the decimal's already at the end of that one. And so that becomes 145 multiplied by 3. And here I've moved the decimal points. I've moved total amount of movement of decimal points has been 2 places on here, none here, for a total of 2.